What's the story, Morning Glory? What's the word, Hummingbird? Thank you so much for clicking on my channel and for joining me for this review of 90 Day Fiance The Other Way, Season 6, Episode 6, One Fine Bidet. So let's get into Sarper and Shekinah. So after Shekinah met with Sarper's ex-girlfriend, and the ex-girlfriend told Shekinah that basically Sarper is a manipulator, he's a liar, he doesn't mean what he says. He's not serious about relationships, etc. And also, the ex girlfriend tells her that Sarper had told her that he loved her. And the reason why this is significant to Shekinah is because Sarper had told Shekinah that he has never told any woman before that he had any feelings for them or that he loved them, that Shekinah was the first. But the ex girlfriend told Shekinah that Sarper has told me that he told me that he loved me when we were together. The relationship was very brief, but he basically treated her the way that he's treating Shekinah. Is like it's no different. He made Shekinah feel very special. He made Shekinah feel like Shekinah changed his life, that he was this, playboy, and he didn't take women too seriously, and he only used women for, very surface level gratification, and that Shekinah was the first one that he's ever been serious with, the first one that he's ever said I love you to, the first one that he's ever developed feelings for. Well, the ex-girlfriend shattered that completely, basically telling Shekinah all those things that he made you feel is how I felt. All the things he told you is what he told me. So now it's time for Shekinah to confront Sarper. So she does confront him, and she says she says to him, basically, everything that you do with me, that you said to me, you've done and said to other women, and I don't feel special anymore, so you're just using me. She also mentioned to him that, not using me, but you're just playing with me. And she also mentioned to him that in the beginning of their relationship, she had told him that she did not want to get too serious. She really wasn't looking for a relationship, but he insisted on how he was developing these feelings for her, and that he was, beginning to fall for her. So this is what convinced her to give him a chance and to give this relationship a chance. Now she kind of feels like she was fooled, that she was duped, that he never had any strong feelings for her, because whatever lines he fed her were the same lines that he had fed other women. Of course, Sarper denies all of this. Sarper says that the ex-girlfriend is lying. Sarper says that don't listen to her. I've never expressed any type of deep connection with her. So she kind of asked him, did you ever tell her that you loved her? He said, absolutely not. I would never tell a woman that, because then she'll become too attached. So I would never tell a woman that I loved her. So then Shekinah thought that she was going to trip him, and basically she thought, well, I guess in her mind she was thinking, well, maybe he never said I love you to her, like those three words, but maybe the girl had said to Sarper, I love you, and maybe he responded with me too. So she asked him, well, did she ever say that she loved you? And then you were just like, okay, me too. And he was like, no, never, never. I would never reciprocate any type of loving feeling, or I would never present it to a woman that I had any kind of deep feelings for her. So he 100% denies everything that the ex was telling Shekinah. Now, what really annoyed me is that, oh, another thing that he likes to tell Shekinah is that, what makes her different is the fact that he has announced this relationship to the world by posting it on social media, which he had never ever done before with any other woman. So that should let her know that, excuse me, that she must be important to him if he posted their relationship on social media. Now, the only reason why he posted their relationship on social media was because she begged him to. She gave him an ultimatum. She forced him to announce on his social media platform that him and Shekinah were in a relationship. It wasn't like he was happy to do it. It wasn't like he did it voluntarily. She basically coerced him to finally do it. So I'm not understanding why he's using that as a way to gain her trust, because he only did it because she forced him to do it. He didn't do it willingly. Unfortunately, Shekinah decides to give him the benefit of the doubt, and she tells him that she believes him and that she's going to basically side with him, and they're going to go ahead and move forward with their relationship. And this is the reason why I have no time for Shekinah and Sarper, because it's so blatantly clear. The red flag is red flagging all over the place with Sarper, and she still decides to give him an opportunity. And I don't care how, when this season ends, I don't care if Shekinah has packed her bags and come back home and reunited with her family. I don't care. I feel like at the reunion, she is going to be back on Sarper's side. The fact that this man wants you to be a certain weight, he is so in control of your looks, he is so in control of what you eat, what you do, what you don't do. This man is controlling your life so much. And what does he really have to offer? It's not like he's offering you a millionaire lifestyle. It's not like y'all are flying on private jets, vacationing on private islands, hobnobbing with the creme de la creme of the world's wealthiest society. It's not like you have a mansion in Miami, a mansion in Paris, a mansion in some Caribbean island. It's not like he's doing anything where you would be like, you know what? I'm just going to suck it up because I would not have this type of lifestyle any other way, but for this man. He's not doing anything for you in that way. He's not taking care of your family. He's not paying for your daughter's education. He's not doing much of anything for you to put up with the crap that he's giving you. So I'm very like blasé with Sarper and Shekinah. Moving on to, let's talk about Statler and Dempsey. So Statler and Dempsey had decided last season that they were going to live a van lifestyle, right? That they were going to travel through all of Europe in a van, and that was going to be their new life. So from the very beginning, Statler really wasn't that enthusiastic about it. And she basically only did it because, Dempsey convinced her to do it. Now, Statler has a friend who is very doubtful of this and has put this bug in Statler's ear that, look, Dempsey is probably just using you. This is what she wants to do. And she wants you to fund this lifestyle for her. Because while they're going to be living out of this van, the only one bringing in income is going to be Statler because Dempsey quit her job. And because Statler can work remotely, it made sense, obviously, for her to be the one to keep her job because she can still continue to work and earn an income for them while Statler would not have been able to while living a van lifestyle. So her friend, Statler's friend, had put this bug in her ear that it seems like to me that you only decided to do this because you have, these issues of abandonment because you were adopted and blah, 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 and you don't want Statler to break up with you or to dump you or abandon you. So you're doing this because you're trying to hang on to her love, you're trying to hang on to her companionship, and really Dempsey is only using you to fund this van lifestyle, which is what she wanted. So this has been going through Statler's mind her whole entire flight to London. When she gets to London, I'm pretty sure these thoughts have just been, stewing in her mind for however long she's been traveling, and she's been getting madder and madder. Her blood pressure's been going higher and higher. So when she lands in the UK, she's pissed. She is absolutely pissed. So she's at the airport. Dempsey goes to pick her up. Dempsey is very excited to see Statler. They've been apart for a couple of months. And Statler just mosey on into the airport. There's no excitement. She's not happy. She's not thrilled. She's not anything about seeing Dempsey. She's just kind of like, okay, I'm here. Where's the car? And Dempsey's noticing right away that, okay, something is really off. So she tries to make the best of it, letting her know how happy she is to see her. They get into the car. They are sitting in the back seat, completely as far away from each other as physically possible. And Statler is in a real funk. She's got a real stank attitude. She's being extremely rude and obnoxious. And this is what I can't stand. We're all adults. We're all adults. If you don't like it, don't do it. If you're having second thoughts, just tell her, look, I'll have my little vacation here in the UK with you, but I can't do this. I can't do this van lifestyle. I don't want to. I'm going to be going back home after however long, a couple of days, a couple of hours, a couple of weeks. I don't know. But instead of that, she decides to, be in a funk, be in a bad mood, barely talking to Dempsey. Dempsey, like I said, is trying to figure out what the hell is going on. What's wrong with you? Are you upset? And Statler has the audacity to be like, why would I be upset? I'm here, aren't I? And look, I can't. This is so extremely immature. This is how a child or a toddler would act because they don't know how to. Their vocabulary isn't big enough for them to express themselves, and so they show you that they're unhappy by their attitude and their behavior. But as adults, we know how to use our words. Our vocabulary is vast enough to formulate a sentence that's going to express how you're feeling and what you're thinking. Have a conversation with her. This whole thing of being passive aggressive and giving her the cold shoulder, that's just absolutely no, that's just awful. It's terrible. It's immature. Stop it, Statler. Now, Dempsey, now that you see how she gets down when she doesn't get her way, or when she's whatever, too scared or too afraid to use her words, you need to think twice about this whole situation. Now, I think now speaking of Statler, number one, I think I read that they possibly have broken up in real life. They're no longer together. And I wouldn't be surprised if it had everything to do with this whole van lifestyle thing. And also, I saw in the news recently that Statler is suing TLC and whatever parent company, production company that's involved with 90 Day Fiance because she claims that they stole her idea. So she had an idea called 90 Day House, which is a show where it features all of the OGs of 90 Day Fiance, including some fans, I think. I'm not sure. All living together under one roof and, let the hilarity ensue. So I don't know if this show is under production or if it's already been produced. I really don't know, but they're I think this show, this idea of 90 Day Fiance OGs is going to be featured soon, or TLC is thinking about producing a show like this. And so now Statler has filed a lawsuit because she said that she had came up with this idea and brought it to the TLC executives or producers, and she claims that they stole her idea. And so we'll see how that goes. Now, she wants everyone to boycott that show. So when the show premieres, whenever that is, or if it premieres, she wants everybody to be watching her and other OG people that were not picked for the show. She wants the audience to be watching her and these other 90 Day Fiance people do their live stream while the show is airing to boycott the show. So I don't know what's going on with that. I really don't. I really didn't get the full details of it. I don't know if she brought the idea to TLC and they rejected it, but still went with it and didn't credit her and didn't pay her, or if she was talking about it with someone and someone passed it on to TLC and then they took her idea. But whatever the situation is, yeah, there's going to be a lawsuit about it. So we'll see how that goes. Moving on to Josh and Lily. So they're playing a game of badminton with a few of Lily's friends. Now, the whole point of this scene that I want to talk about is that it showed a very negative side of Josh. Josh was also in a tiny bit of a funk while playing badminton with Lily and her friends. So her friends it was a man and a woman, I think, or a woman and a couple of guys or something, but there was at least one guy there. And this is a guy that Lily has played badminton with. And my understanding was that she plays badminton with like a group of people. It's a mixture of men and women. But Josh had said that when he was still living in America, Lily would be playing badminton and it bothered him that she would play badminton with her male friends because he felt like something was going on between Lily and these male friends, or he felt really jealous about her playing badminton with guys. The whole thing was silly and stupid, and it showed his insecurities were showing really bad, and it was bothersome that you would get so jealous of her playing badminton with a group of friends, or group of male and female friends. It's not like it's not like he was getting upset because she was um staying out all night, not responding to calls and texts for days at a time, partying for days on end with. It's not like that. She's playing badminton, of all things, and her partners happen to be men and women as well. That, to me, I was like, Josh, man, your insecurity is thick. Your insecurity is strong. And I'm not, it was just a bad look for him. And I was like, Lil, do you see what's going on here, Lil? Do you see what's going on here? He's having issues with you playing badminton of all things. Girl, do you see what's going on? Are you picking up what he's trying to put down? That his security is going to unravel this whole entire relationship. That was just so silly and stupid to me. I can't believe that he would even admit that. She also said to him something like, there were times when you would accuse me of not loving you for real, or that my love for you was fake. And she said that would really hurt her feelings. That's what I like. She had an issue with something that he said or something that he did, and she tells him, when you would tell me that my love was fake, that bothered me, that hurt me. So they talked about it and they resolved the issue. That's what I like. Instead of her having to be passive aggressive or be in a funky mood and making him having to connect the dots on his own, she expressed to him exactly how she felt and they resolved the issue. But Josh, your insecurity it's mm-mm. Moving on to James and Matalia. So James has arrived in Indonesia. They're going to be staying in a hotel for a couple of days, for some alone time. This is the this is James' first time in her hometown. So she was really excited to show off her hometown where she grew up, et cetera, et cetera. And so they stopped by her house where she lives with her family. They stopped by there and he gets to meet her parents again. I'm pretty sure he had met them before. So he meets her parents again. They give him a tour of the house. They show him his room, which he was not happy about because his room was completely bare, not a single piece of furniture, and he said it looked like a prison. They showed him where they make the banana chips, because it's right there, I guess, in the home, their little banana chip kitchen. And he's not, the bottom line is this. So let me just cut to the chase. This is the bottom line. I don't think James is really happy about moving to Indonesia. I think that he didn't have the guts to tell her that I don't want to live in Indonesia when she, I guess, told him that she wants to go back home. She wants to go back to her home country and stay there permanently because, of her health and her being homesick. I think that he just didn't have the guts to tell her, no, I don't want to do that. We're not doing that. He loves her. I guess he wants to be with her. He'll follow her anywhere, but he is not happy about being in Indonesia. I think that he is going to be passive aggressive. And instead of just telling her, look, I don't want to be here, I want to go back home, he's going to, come up with all of these reasons of why life in Indonesia may not be for them. He's going to talk about, are we really going to make enough selling banana chips to still pay for our vehicle? Because there's a vehicle, I guess, that they have back in the States where he couldn't sell or whatever. So he's still having to pay the loan on that. So he's like questioning, is selling banana chips going to be enough for us to pay off the truck or whatever? And she wants to tell her parents right away that they are planning to stay there permanently because up until now, her parents think that this is just a vacation for them and they're going to be going back to the United States. So she wants to tell them ASAP. He wants to wait a couple of days. I don't know why. I mean, if you're going to live there permanently, why not just tell her parents now? Why prolong it? Unless you need time to still try to convince her to come back to the United States with you. So you don't want to drop this bombshell on her parents, get her parents all excited about their daughter moving back home when in actuality, you're still trying to convince her to go back to the United States. I don't know what James is doing, but James, to me, I see some, his inability just to speak his mind. I guess, Matalia might be that kind of girl that just whenever she hears something that she doesn't like or whatever, she goes off the handle and her emotions are out of control. He doesn't want to deal with it. I don't know why he can't just tell her, I don't think I want to do this, because that's what it seems like to me. I could be reading him wrong, but it seems like he doesn't want to live in Indonesia. Just like with the whole children thing, he can't tell her, I don't want to have kids. It was never in my future to have children. I don't want children. And I don't think I'm going to change my mind about that. So let's not bring that up again. Instead of that, he's going to go, probably going to beat around the bush and go around and around about, oh, I don't want them right now. Let's wait a couple of years. Then a couple of years go by. Well, let's wait until we're more financially stable. Well, let's wait for this. Let's wait for that. Instead of just saying from the beginning, I don't want children. I don't know why adults have a hard time using their words. And I understand you don't want to hurt your wife, but be honest with her. Just be honest. If your truth is, I don't want them now, but maybe later, then tell her that. If your truth is, I've never seen myself having children, and I don't think I will ever want children, then tell her that and let her make the decision. She may be like, you know what? Okay, fine, let's not have kids. Who knows? I don't know. That's my review, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. And on your way out, please don't forget to rate the video if you like this content, subscribe to my channel, and I'll definitely talk to you later. Bye.